Well, hello everyone. I am Ragnar Lothbrok, the man with the hairy trousers. I am known throughout the land for my bravery and strength. I have fought many battles and won many victories for my people. But today I want to tell you about my greatest adventure. The time I defeated the snake and married the King Harald's daughter. It all started when I was just a young lad. I lived in a small village in southern Norway with my father and mother. We were poor, but we were happy. That is until one day when a royal messenger arrived at our village. He told us that the king was looking for a brave warrior to defeat a terrible snake that was terrorizing his daughter Thora. The king had offered his daughter's hand in marriage to the warrior who could slay the beast. Of course, my father said, "No, thank you." He didn't want me to go off and get killed, but I begged him to let me try. I wanted to win the princess's hand in marriage for two reasons. First, Thora was beautiful and kind, and I knew we would be good together. Second, I knew that if I won the fight, the king would give me a big reward. And we were very poor, so I wanted to help my family. My father finally agreed to let me go, but he warned me to be careful. I made some trousers from fur, soaked them in pitch, which is tar, and rolled them in sand, making them thick, shaggy, and resistant to fire and venom. The journey to the castle was long and hard. I walked for days over rough terrain and battled wild animals to get there. Finally, I arrived at the castle and met King Harald. He was a tall, muscular man with a long white beard. He looked at me up and down and said, "So you are the famous Ragnar Lothbrok. I have heard great things about you." Then he told me about the snake. "It is a fearsome beast," he said. "It lives in the forest outside the castle. It has already killed many of my men. You must defeat it or my daughter will be next." Of course I said, "Don't worry, King, I will slay the beast." But inside I was scared. I had never fought a snake before, and I didn't know what to expect. But I knew that I had to be brave. For the prince's and for my own honor, I went out into the forest to find the snake. I walked for hours, but I couldn't find the beast anywhere. Just when I was about to give up, I heard a rustling in the bush. I hid behind a tree and saw the snake. It was huge with green scales and red eyes. It reared its head up and let out a hiss. I knew that I had to strike first if I wanted to win the battle. I ran out from behind the tree and attacked the snake. It was strong and fast, and we fought each other to a standstill. I slashed my sword at it again and again, but it seemed like my blade couldn't pierce its skin. Just when I thought I might be defeated, I remembered what my father had taught me. "When you fight a snake," he had said, "strike at its head." So I did. I jumped up and brought my sword down on the snake's head. It hissed one last time and fell to the ground, dead. I was exhausted, but I had done it. I had defeated the snake. I returned to the castle and told the king I had slain the beast. He was overjoyed and kept me and my father in his castle for a feast. After the feast, King Harald gave me his daughter's hand in marriage, and we were wed in a beautiful ceremony. And because he liked me, he gave me a sack full of gold to start my new life with. And that, my friends, is how a Viking man with hairy trousers became the hero of the kingdom. The end.